Hold on, hold on. Okay, I gotta pause the music. Oh, there's something. I was just getting ready to, like, post the link to the stream everywhere. I can't play the T-pop music. Wanna know why? I keep getting, like, these weird copyright claims on my videos every time I do. And it would be like, hang on. What? Where is it? I haven't even, like, plugged in my headphones yet. And yet. What's there? What we're going to do is, okay, here we go. I can pull this up for, like, a different thing. Hang on. It's loading. I haven't even got stream on my phone yet. Come on. Is it now deciding to be stinky? Ah, here it is. I just. It keeps being copyrighted by the same people. I don't know who they are. I want to. I don't think I can show it. I can't grab it. What if I look into my email? There we go. Buffering. The copyright has come. No! Hang on. I'm gonna look at it from my phone. I'm heading to bed. Anyway, Mahal. I just got home, so like, good night. Good night, Mahal. Anyway, I kicked a baby again. Why are you kicking babies? Give me a moment. Hello, hello. Sorry that it like buffered on my end. I don't know what's going on. I wish I did. Um, we have a lot to go over today. Not like anything specific, but I have something special to show you. Yet, where is my video picture? Oh, we have not this. This is an ad. We have what I affectionately call the Wheel of Pain. Meaning, as we relax with each other and have fun, I'm going to spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, we talk about it. Or we do it, okay? Nothing really much. So why don't we kick this off with a spin of the wheel. You know, hang on. Oh, come on, please. Yeah, here we go. Just move you a little bit. Move a little bit, a little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, that just decided not to work. We're talking. Okay, Markiplier drama. Good one to start the day out with. Is this regular YouTube or is this not? Okay. Markiplier copy late time number. I think the best way to understand this is to talk about the almost 8. Yeah. Do we want to watch the rant first, or do we want to watch this video by Sir Yelzel? Okay, 1 in chat for the OG video right here, and 2 for this video. Wanna get you all back up here? I'm a simple man. I saw Leaflet's name and immediately joined. Hi, Mr. Gamer. I put Leaflet's name on the Wheel of Pain. And the Wheel of Pain is I click this button, spin, and it's something we're gonna do. It's something new I wanna like try implementing regularly. You know what? Okay, we got one in chat for this rant. YouTube was being a butthole yesterday. Real, it keeps breaking, and I don't know why. Are you trying to see, like, if your comments get hidden? If you're able to, like... Why is there no ticket one? Okay. I gotta send a note if that's been bugging me. Okay, and we go here. Didn't let me type for shit.
You installed this?
Even had a few screws left over.
What are you doing? What made you...
10 events. Oh look, it's another bigger bad!
The rant has not begun yet. We're just gonna be a murder here.
Oh yeah, no, that guy did sound familiar. I'm sure he was from before. Yeah, you're right. That guy, that is the same voice. Totally.
Why is the captions not loading? Okay. Now it is.
If only we had...
Wrong color. We need to make it stand out. Options. Color. There are no purples. Silly YT isn't gonna stop me from reclaiming how much. Oh, wow! I did. Hang on. You know what? Cyan or okay, we're gonna go with magenta since that's the closest thing to purple. Size. Come on. Let me. Oh. 150. There we go. Background opacity. 75%. I'm good with that. Okay, ready?
Killed him. Okay. Animation's good. Starting with the positives. I'm starting with the positives here, alright? Okay, bear with me. Animation good. Clearly, art quality, very good. The...
Hang on. I noticed how I'm in the way. Transform, flip. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. God. Flip that right back. That was evil. You know what? Where is my plushie form? Plushie! And then we shrink me. Like you just tossed me in the dryer. Okay. Now we're gonna try. There we go.
Oh yeah, no, that guy did sound familiar. I'm sure he was from before. Yeah, you're right. That guy, that is the same voice. Totally. If only we hadn't killed him. Okay. Animation's good. Starting with the positives. I'm starting with the positives here, alright? Okay, bear with me. Animation good. Clearly, art quality, very good. The movement isn't quite as good. The mechanics, I don't find fun. The switching hands, probably there's an easier way to do it than just like the scroll wheel, which I was doing. I'm sure, but still, it's not even just that. It's that it is slow to do that. It is like to switch is it's slow, right? I see no reason that couldn't be instantaneous. Literally, just like make it fast because the gameplay requires it to be fast. Why is the actual animation of it not fast? Anyway, whatever. This was a fucking mess. I am saying this because, and I have this policy, right? If it's the first game in a new series, if it's the second, third, I can be more forgiving of things finding its footing. This is chapter fucking 5, right?
Valid criticism. Like, it shouldn't have to take you 5 games to actually get a footing in, especially when you isn't your first one. Because Poppy Playtime has this thing where it likes to do chapters. There should be no reason why chapter 1, or not chapter 1, why chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5. Are you okay from your post? Yes, I'm okay. I'm gonna address why the one stream I had to end early. In a bit. So the drama is that he doesn't like the game. Yeah, the drama is that he stops giving a fuck if he, like, sounds nice. And just let it rip his criticisms. And he's giving, like, valid fucking criticism here of the game. Because this is supposed to be, like, chapter 5. And this is something I've noticed with the game, as someone who's, like, learning how to make their own video game, is the enshittification of Poppy Playtime. What do I mean by enshittification? The more the chapters go, the more dog shit it is. Because chapter 1 was really good, really strong. Chapter 2 was meh. Chapter 3 was great. Then there's chapters 4 and 5. That's a valid reaction. Why try to be fake? A lot of people had their feelings fucking hurt by this.
I should know the motivation very clearly. I should know where I'm going. I should know why I'm going to it. I should know exactly what the character motivations are. That one guy couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you why he was the escort this time around. As much as I like the hair girl, that was fucking random. Random. As random.
Lily Love Braids was so goddamn random. And the story doesn't fucking tell you why she even. Same with FNAF franchise. They keep bringing back the Afton, even though Afton's gone. Hi, Nintendo Mail. How are you? Part of a good story is knowing what is going on, what the character's motivation is, what their specific goals are. Like, the reason why the story is taking place. We don't know why the player character is going about the way that they do. I do not know why. Sleepy but better. Oh, that's good. By chapter 5, the story should have reached a good conclusion. You reveal the big bad evil guy in this chapter. Yeah, we know what the prototype looks like. It's a lot of those gesture theories. Hi, baby. Are we done squeaky toy? Come on. Hi, badass. But then you have like this really good boss battle, like good-ish boss battle. It is a bit trial and error, which is just Poppy playtime in a nutshell. Trial and error, chase sequences, and puzzles. Which, if you're punishing the player for dying by having to track back to the last save from the autosave, that's not a game, that's a torture device. Because, and I watched the stream, I just didn't catch the last part because YouTube was being YouTube, and decided to quit. Anytime I tried to, like, multitask with it, Mark had to try multiple times to just run away from the killer toys.
As random could be, being like, hey, here's a cool set piece. It's now it's happening. Now is this fun? It doesn't matter if that set piece is interesting. I liked the aesthetic of that a lot better. It was random. Why was that there? Just to be an obstacle. That's it. It didn't have any cohesion to the story. There was this.
Even anytime Demi agrees with Mark. Queso agrees with Mark. You know, the streamer Queso? Like, a lot of people are agreeing with Mark because Mark is saying the quiet part out loud. That regardless of all this hype for new chapters, new enemy, boss types, it's amounting to nothing. Okay. To explain this a little better, Poppy playtime is like that one toy you really wanted, and then you find out after you have it in your hand that it's really shitty. Yeah, it's that type. And then there's the designs. The fucking designs of some of these characters are just so fucking ugly. Like, I can tell what Lily Lovebraids was supposed to be based off of. If you're familiar with it, she's supposed to, like, look like a Polly Pocket, or be similar to a Polly Pocket. But that's not what I'm getting. Like, a doll in a dollhouse. The one-by-one Lego piece poverty squandering for pennies streamer. Wow. Her original vid was titled Why I Won't Play Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 Anymore. It changed to Markiplier was right about Poppy Playtime. And I've seen people, like, shit on Mark for just voicing his opinion. Saying that Hollywood has changed him. Oh, he was just hungry. Because he hadn't eaten before stream, right? That's not a good dismissal of criticism. Because ultimately, regardless of if he's a big Hollywood filmmaker now, or... Gabby! Give me a second. Gabster! Why are you in there? Get out of there! You know what's sad when I have to move the laundry basket away from you? You keep trying to go in. Exactly, Mr. Gamer. 9 out of 10 times of every time Mark is being canceled is for something so dumb. No, queso hey, lol, Justin. Oh, I didn't realize it was about queso. But, like, Mark knows what the fuck he's doing. There is a reason that Mark is giving these criticisms and trying to explain it the best he can. It is ultimately his writing, his direction, and his acting within Ironlung that made it, like, really good. Because Mark knows what the fuck he's doing. I know, Markiplier fan here. Woo! The only thing other than, like, he had to make his own fucking render farm. Because he wanted to keep the movie within budget. That is how he wanted to do things. Like, he wanted to make sure it was really good, right? So when Mark is saying, hey, your thing is being dog shit, you should probably listen to why he feels that way.
Like, I missed, of course, some videotapes. But when you're playing a game...
Another criticism. Why is half the fucking lore into collectibles? That people are easily going to miss unless they're like, oh, we're gonna collect all the tapes. We're gonna collect all the tapes. If you want, like, very important lore to be on tapes, you gotta make it, like, easily accessible, like, unavoidable, kind of like in Chapter 1, where you needed, like, specific videotapes. Like, the first one that kicks it off. Or the one at the end of Chapter 4. I don't like VTubers, TBH, but that make their voice, that make their voice... Is that tape or Maeve? Hang on. That fake their voice to be high-pitched. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. I'm sorry, that's kind of creepy. Iron Mouse, I think she, like, always speaks the way she does due to, like, some of her medical stuff. But I don't know, like, all her medical history. It's not my business to know her medical history. So, yeah.
You should know why A is connected to B and then C, and I'm sure that there might be some very thin threading between there if you get the VHS, but my fear is that there's not. My fear is that even if I had gotten all of them, there would be no threading, because I don't see how you could possibly justify going from where we were to where we ended up to leaving that place and it mattering nothing, right? Mattering nothing to it. Here's an interesting character, gone. This character's interesting, gone. This character's interesting to be around you for a bit, gone. Now my worst part about this, for me personally, is I don't know if the developers of this game think it's just their thing. We're the chase sequence game. We're the game of chase sequences. We are the chase sequence game. That was in the first one and people loved it. And then the second one, remember when Mommy Longlegs would chase you? Oh, you fucking nuts. Remember the third one when we put more chase sequences in? Remember the fourth one, the chase.
The chase sequence comments basically collect tapes game. It's basically collect tapes the game, chase sequences the game, and puzzles the game. Oh, you want all the lore? You gotta collect all the tapes. Even if you're like a normie player and not like. Also, loud and distorted. Hang on. I think it's the expander, guys. Give me a second. Edit filters. Okay, I'm going to, okay. Let me know how it sounds now.
I don't know if the developers of this game think it's just their thing. We're the chase sequence game.
Okay, how's that? How's that? Cause, on a, like, VOD I had a private. I had the expander too loud? And okay, it is still too loud. Hang on. Edit filters. Loud and deep fried. Yeah, I'm gonna really lower this just a little bit more. By the way, hi Francis.
About this, for me personally, is I don't know if the developers of this game think it's just their thing. We're the chase.
By the way, hi Francis. Oh, it's still deep fried. Still deep fried. You know what? Nope. No, 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 no. Mark!
Sequence game. We're the game of chase sequences. We are the chase sequence game. That was
No! You know what? I know I sound low. Uh, we're gonna hide this. I'll screw with it later. Uh, yeah. I'll fiddle with it later.
I had gotten all of them, there would be no threading. Because I don't see how you could possibly justify going from where we were to where we ended up to leaving that place and it mattering nothing, right? Mattering nothing to it. Here's an interesting character. Gone. This character's interesting. Gone. This character's interesting to be around you for a bit. Gone. Now, my worst part about this, for me personally, is I don't know if the developers of this game think it's just their thing.
Okay, is it better now? I turn off the expander. Okay. That should be good.
It's just there.
That's way better. I turned off the expander. I hid the expander. And what the expander does is just, it boosts the audio. So, let's get back to this, because he makes a good point about cheese sequences. We are cooked.
Thing. They're the.
We are cooked? Mr. Gamer, what are you talking about? You know, I'm gonna hold on to that for later, in case it, like, comes up on, like, the Wheel of Pain.
We're the chase sequence game. We're the game of chase sequences. We are the chase sequence game. That was in the first one and people loved it. And then the second one, remember when Mommy Longlegs would chase you? Oh, you fucking nuts. Remember the third one when we put more chase sequences in? Remember the fourth one? The chase sequences. Maybe we'll tone down a little bit for the fourth. Fifth one, chase, 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 chase. I do not like my gameplay to be trial and error, right? Every time it did it, the stakes were lower, right? And that's really the issue that I have with it. From a mechanical perspective, the chase sequence is fine if it's well designed and it can be fun and it's like in a key moment where it's there and it makes sense. But the problem is this one, especially chapter 5, holy fuck. Half of the entire game was chase sequences. And it just, because it's doing them again and again, it suddenly has to introduce, oh, here's a new thing in here. A chase sequence is not the time to introduce a new mechanic. I don't even care if it's something that's innocuous, like, oh, decouple the train cars. It's like, to learn that, the vast majority of people are going to die to that. And in a chase sequence, as I've said before in these games, as soon as you die, it loses all of its value. To do it again, to go through it and be like, oh, I remember how this goes now. Oh, I've learned.
This is a great point, because a lot of people who die over and over and over again are just gonna quit the game. It punishes you for not being fast like the game requires you to be. And during these chase sequences, you have to use your stupid little hand thing to get past obstacles. And as Mark pointed out earlier in this rant, it is slow like molasses to switch the hands. And by the time you switch to the hand you need, you would have already gotten caught by the enemy.
Learned this now. The whole point of a chase sequence is to be a climactic moment where the stakes are very high and you have to quickly think on your feet of all the mechanics that you've mastered through the entire experience that you've been doing it. And if you fail, it's your fault as the player. If you fail in that moment, it's your fault because you didn't apply the mechanics that you've been learning the entire fucking game. And it had that. I'm not even saying it didn't have that, but it's like, oh my God, enough! Enough! Tired of it. Tired of it. So tired of it. I'm so tired of it. And frankly, I think that there was like emotional core here that was trying to shine through. And it's like, I wanted to be in it. But by the time I got there, I didn't care. I just didn't care. And yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm grumpy. I'll admit that. I'm not giving this a number rating. I'm just saying thoughts. So put that bias into whatever you're taking in out of this. But I think that even if I wasn't hungry, I'd be saying the same things, but nicer. I would be saying the same things, but nicer. Cause I don't think that I am going to play the 6. I truly just.
That is how we're gonna end it? In this one clip, right? He's not wrong here. He just stopped giving a damn about if he sounded nice in the moment. He should be a lot more blunt with a lot of these games. I know why he doesn't. I saw a clip of why he doesn't. But in order, you can't always be nice. You can't always be nice when the game is actively spitting in your face. Because everything was leading up to the moment Chapter 5 dropped. Everything was leading up to everything in Chapter 5. It is unsatisfactory to a lot of the players who invest time and money into these games. Oh yeah. Mario. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna watch that later because the background for Meet the Grants is so good when you're like ranting. Now let's get on to this. It is 9 minutes, 1 second.
Tonight, in your space.
Following contains spoilers for Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. I finally get to release a video of something within a week of its release. Let's go. Quick! All units! I need evac! I'm surrounded by people who are making better choices in life by avoiding the weekly trash take slop isn't a lot. Poppy Playtime for the people who are making better choices in life by avoiding the weekly trash take slop isn't a lot of heat following the new release of its 5th chapter, Broken Things. Yet the only thing I see broken here is the community, because a certain somebody just wanted to speak his mind. I streamed the entirety of the chapter in one go because I was extremely excited for its release. Those who followed me for a while might know that my only Poppy Playtime videos have covered the more negative aspects of the franchise, and calling out deprived actions in other fandoms as well. The thing is though, I've always been a Poppy Playtime fan. I was invested since the beginning, and my interest kept going up the next time a chapter dropped. So needless to say, despite what others critique about the game series, I had a really great time. I remember your efforts! I remember- oh wait, this just opened, okay. Let's go!
From Huggy Wuggy, he is angry and became
Iron Lung Man. Markiplier.
How can you be this?
However, I can't say the same for the Iron Lung Man. Markiplier has played the chapters around their respective releases, and he always had something to say towards them each time. We all know that Markiplier isn't one to be too negative towards games. He restrains himself from being harsh because he's constantly considerate for its creators. But combine a game that isn't really his thing, and him just waiting to have dinner with his dog, mother, and wife, then you get this as a result.
Electric shock showers. Don't you make toys!
Don't you make
Electro-shock showers!
Wait. I think I kind of missed that. Electric shock showers! That is valid, boy! What? 3. Don't make toys.
Why do you have electro-shock showers? There should be some disconnect levers.
What the fuck?
There should be some disconnect levers, rather. You know, disconnect levers. The fucking things that you've known about this whole fucking time. They look like, oh, they look like that thing exactly behind you. By the way. Oh, we're still going. Oh my god, kill me. Fucking kill me. Oh my god.
He is going insane.
This is a quintessential experience of this whole game. You see.
He's shaking. What the fuck? I need to watch that whole thing. Hang on. However, we're going to, phallic crash out.
I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I don't think that I am going to play the 6th.
While it is true that there's some things you can say about Chapter 5, I think it was one of Mob Entertainment's best launches. I only found one glitch that I kind of better than got revealed after Markiplier. Look outside myself to understand why he says this. Constant I cannot stop drawing.
Now.
Look, I get it. Glaze the game. You can feel very differently.
Internet monkeys rushed over to social. The problem is that something ain't right.
Aaron.
So you might be asking what the problem is. What's the issue about someone having an
There we go.
opinion on a video game? The problem is that there is no problem. That's where Twitter comes in to fill in all that empty space we didn't need filled. Internet monkeys rushed over to social media and insulted or hated on Markiplier and Iron Lung just because their favorite video game was disliked by someone else. The fame went to his head, he says. You know what didn't go to your head? Your IQ. We have people going from spouting nonsense to spouting essays worth of nonsense that basically reads, my opinions are better. I would make fun of them myself, but let's be honest, plenty of people have done that. Maybe they took this as a sign to touch some grass or respect what others think about stuff. One can only hope. Then, of course, we also have the YouTuber Glazing Sheep who go from liking the game to hating the game just because their YouTuber said it was some Matt Booty Cheeks, while having a 6 or 7% chance that they saw their father come home with the milk.
That one was on purpose.
Could've been.
That or they're just rage baiting. I shall not give in to your bait, for it used to be believable. K-pop Demon Hunters is mid. Bader! The media numbers say. And you know, it could have been a lot worse. We could have had a situation where all the creator did was say that the main characters will have the most focus and get harassed for it, to the point it brings the attention of the company to make a statement. Boy, am I sure glad I'm not like these hypocritical, mind-numbing, moronic losers who put the creator through an annoying time just for confirming something in their own story. Okay, I'm good. I think it goes without saying that I'm aware that there are people who hate the game for fair reasons. Queso reacted and agreed with what Marky Moo had to say, and others had issues with the things I liked or the things I was neutral with. I play Poppy Playtime because I enjoy playing it. Fellow Marvel rivals,
Yeah,
in which case, let this game take. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy what you observe.
Okay, the glazing of Poppy Playtime was not needed. But yeah, that is the drama in summary, the stuff I didn't skip over. Like, we get it, you like the game? We get it, you like the game. And people can like the funny toy game. However, it's barely fucking playable. Okay, Wheel of Pain! Oh, fuck no! No! Why did it have to land on you? Why? Chat, I'm gonna do a poll. We're gonna do a funny poll. Poll. What the fuck? Not what I wanted. Respin. What the fuck is going on? Respin. Shift. Oh my god, it's just breaking. It's just fucking breaking now. Respin. And we're not even going to add a question mark. It's trying to kill me. Here we go. While we wait for the results, I'm going to put y'all. What the fuck is going on? I'm just gonna check something real quick. We're going to quickly. I'm gonna grab some lunch while you vote. Oh, not that one. Okay, I'm back. I got tacos. Or leftover tacos. Uh, let's Switch back over. And wait, no, I gotta end the poll first. I'm thinking. What was I thinking? Alright. All are on me. We are respinning. Girls, what was that? Okay, we're gonna respin. Ephraim. Slightly better. This is gonna be brief. So the Inframentator, we're gonna go to Lio's recent stream, know a little more about the Inframentator, which is who that is, by the way. Uh, Okay, we're gonna go to this one because it was mentioned here. This is odd. Oh wow, this is not the way I wanted.
It's more than an SUV. It's your Chevy Equinox with everything on one.
Don't care about Chevy Equinox.
New Old Spice Cosmic.
Old Spice, really?
Good evening, good evening. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing well. Been a while since I streamed. I know. But don't worry. We're essentially back on track this time, so settle down, my little boo-boos. Settle down. We'll do, of course, all the super chats at the end of the stream. But like always, my dear chat, what's the first thing we always do? All right, because we got a bit to go through this time. What's the first thing we always do? I will wait for my glorious chat to respond to that while I look for something I just dropped. The life of an old man means constantly dropping things, forgetting where to go. Housekeeping, yes. Yes, my dear Labubu's. It is always housekeeping. So, what housekeeping do we have this time? Well, a bit of bad news in terms of, like, what goes on in the community. Unfortunately, community member Ephraim has goofed multiple times involving situations where predators were being discussed. Now, I'm not here to start a witch hunt. I'm not even banning him. He is going to be removed from moderation. More details will come out. Other people are going to handle it. I dealt with the internal stuff as I needed to. So, there's that. That way no idiot can say, well, why didn't you talk about this, Lio? I just did. Die. So, what else is going on? Well,
that is all we needed. That is the Ephraim situation. He fumbled a lot of cases and was removed from moderation in a lot of places. We're only going over that part because there isn't much out in regards to what's going on with Ephraim, and yeah, spin. Oh, react to the roast game. So, if you don't know what the roast game is, the roast game, Brian Mullins the Fox. Brian Mullins the Fox is a lol cow who, is not right. Season 1. Season 3. Instrumental. Season 2. You know, let's go with Season 1. 17 videos. How long is it? How fucking long is it? What the fuck? These are just Midwestern homes! Okay. We're just gonna watch this one. Case number 1, Damien Amber Hefner. That is all we're reacting to.
Hello, everybody. I'm Detective Brian, and this very first case of the roast game theory is called The Old Country Home of Fort Mill, South Carolina. This is an old country house I knew and visited multiple times as a child, and growing up, my brother told me when I was young that this old country house was actually built in 1973. What I will be using to find real names of every child that was slaughtered and eaten for not believing in Christmas is something that actually works.
Not believing in what now? Hang on. I think it's my fault for not having the captions on.
My brother told me when I was young that this old country house was actually built in 1973. What I will be using to find real names of every child that was slaughtered and eaten for not believing in Christmas.
For not believing in Christmas. What? Okay.
Something that actually works. It is called the investigation calculation technique, which is similar to the forensic
the investigation calculation technique. Okay, forensic files. Hit me with it. How does this technique go? How do we solve, like, missing child cases and shit with this?
Decimal, but instead of finding the home of the slaughtered child just after finding the name of the child with the roast game death toll timeline, which to be specific is from November 17th, 1998 to June 11th, 2017. It will be different. I pick the house I see to investigate, then I calculate the built year with the year of 19...
Okay, the music is a bit too loud against the mic.
98. By adding them together, alongside with the roast game death toll itself, which is 18,568,322.
18 million what now?
Alongside with the roast game death toll itself, which is 18,568,322. Then I get the first name of the child. Next, by getting the child's middle name, I divide the decimal number I got the first name of the child from by the middle number of that decimal number.
Hold on.
Then get
That's
the
not
middle
how.
name. But ironically,
That's not how
after you
homicide
get the middle name
investigations
of
work.
that child, You multiply that number to the second power, then divide that number by 2. Then you'll get the last name of the child. Once you've gotten the child's full name, you add up all 3 decimal numbers by the very first number of those decimal numbers. So you'll divide the total.
He is finding children's names in a calculator. I think I'm done. O'Brien. Oh, we go from bad to worse. We're talking about Finnegan. For those who don't know who Finnegan is, gave grandma. Give grandma her meds. What I missed. Schizophrenia. We're talking about Finnegan. Fox Azure. Finnegan. We're going over the Finnegan call with this one. Wrong Finnegan! This is called Finny Confesses.
You won't get far. I am going to kill your family. And I felt so greedy when you say it was me.
Many hats. He was a man of many hats. He was a police officer. The Fox Mafia. Those of you who are not aware, means I can't speak Finnish. For those of you who are not aware, who are not caught up on what's been going on, you might be surprised to learn that an old member of a predator hunter group called the Fox Mafia has reared his ugly head once again. And that individual was a man of many hats. He was a police officer. You can see his little image there on the right. I had a godforsaken AI robot slap that together for me. He was a policeman. He was an airline pilot. He's a funeral home owner. He's a mobster. He was in the Finnish military. And very soon, if we don't get another Care of the Wolf scenario and he gets off on a statute of limitations or something stupid like that, he'll be spending time in a Pennsylvania penitentiary for animal abuse. Specifically, animal abuse of the horizontal mumbo variety. Yeah, I am in fact saying that we've got a hour-long call to go through here, where on Christmas Eve, Finny and I got to speak for a little bit about what he's done to dogs in the past. So, without further ado, I suppose, let's begin.
We're not going to be able to go through all of this. We're going to,
represents himself with a red panda avatar online, is a pathological liar who was involved in a predator hunter group.
So he's Johnny Sins. I don't know who Johnny Sins is.
Called the Fox Mafia, that actually was an elaborate troll shielding.
I'm going to be right back. I'm throwing away my container. And I will be back. Enjoy this wonderful image. What did I miss? Bald one. He's a meme porn star. Okay. Great, bring innocent. Who innocent? Wait, what? Who innocent? Who is innocent? I'm kind of confused.
Clutch that I was once upon a time involved in, where they claim to be predator hunters. That was their thing. Yet almost everyone in that group also had some skeletons in their closet. Well, one of them was this user, Finney. And Finney, turns out, apparently he was getting a little intimate with some canines. And I did a call with him on Christmas Eve, a few days ago, where, well, you'll see how that went. Finney and I have a little history. If you go back in my live streams. I did a live stream on, I want to say it was February 27th, 2023. I did a live stream involving another user on Discord called Scratch.
Wait. No, I'm not innocent. I just didn't know who Johnny Sins is.
And this was actually from the Fox Mafia. And Finney was allegedly dating this Scratch guy. And
you said you didn't know Johnny Sins. I don't know Johnny Sins.
A bit of a pickle. Pretty much being caught red-handed, trying to feed this guy to us. You'll have to, if you want to see the Scratch stream, there's actually a trilogy of them, a quadrilogy at this point, actually, because the fourth one's unlisted. I might have to go make that one public now, because it's not such a sensitive topic, especially with what you're about to hear now. We got a confession. I guess Undead Nerd T800 in the chat is my #1 fan right now. So he's saying, you kind of sound like Serafina, I'm not going to lie. Okay, it's funny you say that because the Fox Mafia was actually a competitor group, if you will, to the Senate, which was Queen Serafina's group. So that's kind of funny that you say that. And in fact, it actually ended in an event called the Predator-Hunter Civil War, where
I keep trying to get these people to go over the Predator-Hunter Civil War. I keep trying to, like, mention it to Falgi and, like, anytime, like, the opportunity, like, seizes. Of course, there's, like, times I really can't do that. My memory isn't great on it. I'll probably make a stream going over the Predator Hunter Civil War. What's even going on? Finnegan is a furry who is a chronic liar who rapes dogs. Allegedly. We have yet to hear any confession. We've been promised a confession.
Where these predator hunters were busy trying to fight each other instead of actually going after real preds, because as it turns out, half of the people in both of these groups were predators themselves, and they were just troll shielding. My involvement in that fiasco, actually, you can also see a stream here on my channel called The Killing Question, where a very drunk me confronts the leader of the Fox Mafia, Kaz Warfox. And he does, if you ever watch those police interrogation videos, he does literally everything that the guilty culprit does in those videos, where he repeats the question to buy himself time to think about an answer. When I just ask him straight up, is it or is it not okay to fap to realistic animal genitalia and porn, yes or no, and he could not give me a yes or no answer. So go ahead and check that one out. That stream was retroactively renamed The Killing Question. Yeah, I got in a lot of shit for blowing the whistle on the Fox Mafia. Got exiled by them. Lots of hate got thrown my way because these dog fuckers didn't like being called out. So, sounds like the plot twist of the century. I'm just going to speed run your chat messages. Sorry. Sounds like the plot twist of the century. I guess it was. Of course, you told me about it on Discord. All right, if I did, I did. Gay zoophile. Correct. Yes, Finney is in fact a gay zoophile. Now you're just giving me ideas for movies. Well, if anyone ever did a feature-length film based on the events of the Predator Hunter Civil War, that would be mint. You sure you're not talking about Vouch? I forgot about that. Yeah. What was this thing? Little anime girls and horses or something like that? Listen, man, girls like ponies and horses. I got off my way to file.
Oh my god, just play.
Finny.
You're gonna be waiting a minute.
Well, what do you mean I'm gonna be waiting a minute? I don't know how much longer I need to wait.
I gotta. You're gonna sit here, shut the fuck up.
I thought you said you wanted this to be civil, Finny. Why don't you, when in Rome, do as? You're gonna be civil, right? So why don't you be civil?
We'll be civil. I just want to make myself something. We'll be civil. Right?
Something about Finny is he has a lust for control. He always needs to quickly eye call around
just
for this
play
shit
the
show. I'm
call.
trying to hear. There's a certain... I've listened to this guy talk so fucking much. I don't know how anyone ever took this guy seriously. In the chat, it looks like we've got Naughty Lisser. And that's going to be Cole Train running a train on him with the group of thugs in the... Couldn't resist. Let's get back to this. You have... No, we're talking. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Mister, you have 10 minutes. Yeah. You have 48 hours. Oh, yeah, so I called him out on Twitter, right? And he has all of his shit set up so that... a lot of these platforms, by the way, they really got to adjust their block and privacy features so they can't be abused. Like, they are so designed to protect people that...
Oh my gosh, please! Just play the call!
So, like, I couldn't send this guy a friend request on Discord. He gets at me on Twitter. I don't give a shit. Twitter sucks. Every time I go on Twitter, in my head I hear the Sonic the Hedgehog drowning music. I scream like a character in Dead by Daylight who just filled a sanity skill check from the doctor. Like, and then it's by the way, this call, what you're seeing for the Batman there saying no, I don't know why he chose that, but my good friend and also a fellow boomer and someone who was hated by Finny the Red Panda here, Lio Convoy, did that as a censorship job because in order to file a police report against this unapologetic, pathologically lying dog fucker, we needed to get his docs, which we got. So Finny, if you're listening to this, and I'm pretty sure you are, son, you are well fucked and far from home. Go ahead and make sure that you've loosened up your butthole with all the little butt plugs you got, because once you go to prison, like police that go to prison, imagine what they his docs, which do appear at one point. I have to reference them, and you can it's difficult to hear his response over the sound of his knees clacking together because he knows he's fucked but doesn't want to admit. Quick question, you can answer this before you go, fuck a dog again. You said you got you have 48 hours. I'm a fake cop, right? You did that. You canceled that friend request in like 10 minutes. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, I thought. Oh, wait a minute.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, wait, hold on. No. I thought you weren't Fox's
I mean, answer the fucking question. Quit dodging, you dog fucking fake cop.
Oh, really, dog?
Yeah, dog fucking fake cop,
okay,
fake Finnish person. You're not even Finnish. You're American, nigger. Okay, anyone who.
And there goes visibility.
Who isn't 100% versed on the Finny lore. I forgot this. So when I first met Finny in Fox Mafia,
Hi, Spotweiler. Just to explain to anyone new coming in, I have something called the Wheel of Pain. You haven't missed much. We're just chilling, going over what this wheel does. And what? Yeah, it's called the Wheel of Pain. That is because I have subjects like Leaflet, Putty, the Cinderella situation, F-From, Just a Robot, the Markiplier drama. Haha, hard R. KP, Cine, Finnegan, Dreamer, Buttons, Vincent Martin. And I'm gonna have to. Chibi reviews. Might as well get rid of this one. The Yo Mama drama. Just vibe with you guys. Talking about my favorite lol cow, all that. Bro, use the hard R. Yes. It's Fox Azure we're talking about. I thought I heard the guy on the stream. Maybe I heard wrong. No, you heard right. You heard right. You sadly have heard correct. What is this? Okay.
The first words out of his mouth were, "I'm Finnish." Did you know I'm Finnish? By the way, guys, I'm Finnish. I live in Finland. Okay, listen, I work for the Finnish CIA. He said that, by the way. He said he was a secret agent for the Finnish government. I'm Finnish, guys. By the way, my name's Finny. I'm Finnish. I'm Finny. I'm Finnish. And it's like, okay, dude, we get it. On one of his, I went on there to, so that I'm Finnish. Mango Man, how come I can't read? I know who you are, Mango Man. Mango, I make a saying, yeah, he said he was from Finland. Mentioned and in his appearance on Aiden Underground. In both cases, he couldn't because it's Andros or Nick Andros, which he was Finnish. And question in Finnish, and all of a sudden his throat, and it was pathetic. Right? Or during this call, he was asked why he could.
Oh, if it somehow. Oh no, it already landed on F-From. You can go ahead and share it.
Couldn't speak Finnish, and he went off on this lengthy.
Please, fucking.
Without further ado,
continue the call.
Here we go.
I'm American?
Yeah, you are. Goddamn right, you're American. You was born and raised here. My American, bro.
Nope, I was not.
Oh yeah, cool. All right, whatever. So why did you cancel that request like immediately? You're scared. Just admit it. You're fucking scared.
Right?
You're scared.
You accepted that request.
Yeah. So all right, can you explain these? Can you explain these? Can you? You're not. No. I'm asking the questions. You answer them, okay? Why do I have 3 videos of you screwing an animal?
Ooh.
I don't know.
3. There shouldn't have been 1.
I don't really care.
What? You don't care? Cool. I'd love to hear you say that to a judge soon.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
Christmas comes a day early.
No, it won't, because you don't know where I live. You don't know who I'm around. You don't know where I'm at.
And I don't know what mob ties you got, how you own several funeral homes. And dude, okay, here's another question. Why did you think it would be a good idea to threaten the witness who sent the evidence of you fucking dogs? Okay, that. So, I mentioned this Scratch person earlier. I had talked to him. I'm really going to have to make that video public. I had it unlisted because the situation was still pretty sensitive at the time. But the he was still in communication with. There's a stream called the Cope and Seethe podcast or something, run by my good friend Beckett out of the UK. And he went over a lot of this, so go ahead and check him out. It's called Cope and Seethe. You'll see a little, I believe it's actually Cope ampersand Seethe to be exact. And you'll see a little like red-haired, pale-skinned dude, or pair of people rather, covering that. Finney decided that after he knew that he was fucked, that this was about to go down, the hammer was about to fall on him, so he decided to contact Scratch through Discord and give him thinly veiled threats like, I own 7 funeral homes, and I can make people disappear.
Okay, he's guilty. He's fucking guilty. Let's send me cheating. Let's send me. Ephraim somehow didn't know I was black. Wait, this was last month? Oh my god, this is fucking hilarious. Hang on, I gotta show y'all this. You're black? Question mark? Sheetan says yes. That surprises me for some reason. You're a black man role-playing as a white woman who's role-playing as Japanese. A dude disguised as another dude. What the f- like, how? How? That is fucking possible not to know you're black. White people, like, there's literally a video of you with a Spider-Man mask on. And it's clear as day that you're black. Like, how? What? I'll never not find this. This is hilarious. Like, what the fuck? Oh, that's funny. That is hilarious. Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, no. Is my stream fucking up? Oh wait, it didn't show on stream, didn't it? Is it the heart arc? Oh, really? Sorry. Yeah. My first stream. Yeah, you did. But we're gonna be done with the Finny stuff. That should have been a given. Why? I had to make this. Not the stream, but the vid. Yeah, the vid. DM showed. Okay, I got worried. Do you want me to respin Blarg white light? This is the Wheel of Pain. Who wants me to pull an ace face and sing karaoke for chat? I can't guarantee it's good, but we're gonna pick like nah. Ding. Me. You want me to respin Spotweiler? Or are you just saying like me as in like respin if you want? You know what? Hollywood. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Where is it? Hey, don't play audio yet. Look for a good song. Let's see. Okay, Panic at the Disco, yeah, no, not Panic at the Disco, Radiohead. I'm gonna take my headphones off for these. Water. I would have written you a song, but I can think of one for you. Aww. That's so sweet. You can do it if you want. I'm just waiting for this to load. I can't guarantee any good quality from this, but hey, something. Is this not gonna load? We're gonna be able to do this? Hello? Unfortunately, we're gonna have to respin. Okay. Yeah, you know what song I would give you. Ooh. Okay, it's deciding to. Since the karaoke decided to be stinky, we're gonna try this instead. If it fucking loads. Why is this deciding to give me a hard time? Are we serious? Are we for real right now? Okay. This is the channel Your Mama. Yeah, YouTube seems to hate me. It's a like almost 3K worth of Your Mama jokes just animated. But there's this really good video about like the Your Mama controversy. Here is Box Akimbo's video. Bro fell off hard. Yeah, he fell off really hard. I feel sorry for Brock. Zach won't shut the fuck up.
In recent weeks,
here we go.
That night, I made a mistake.
Oh, come on.
the reputation of a once beloved animation channel here on YouTube has been permanently ruined. Once upon a time, it was a source of laughter, but now it's a laughingstock, and there's no going back. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at how Yo Mama fell from grace. I mean, literally. The channel we'll be looking into today is Yo Mama. Now, let me clarify that it brings me no joy to make this video. When I was 12 or 13, I used to watch Yo Mama quite a lot. But given this drama's virality and the sheer amount of content there is to cover, including articles, video responses, and documents, this needs to be done. Before we start though, I don't want to interrupt halfway through and ask then, so I'll just ask it now. If at any point you find yourself enjoying this video, we love it, your support to go over this animation a bit more. So with that said, sit back, content creator, your support means just that little bit more. So with that said, sit back, relax, and let me go over this animation atrocity.
And I forgot to put it on normals, like 1.5.
So let me very quickly start by discussing who Yo Mama is, in case there's anyone watching this that doesn't know them. The channel was a simple one. They literally just animated Yo Mama jokes. That's all they did, that's all people wanted, that's all they needed to do. Find the best Yo Mama jokes, tell them, and animate a video showing it off. By all accounts, this channel was extremely successful. Credit where credit's due. Its most popular video has over 100 million views. The channel has 5 million subscribers, and also has a grand total of 1.5 billion views overall. And that's just on YouTube alone. That's not to take into account any views.
Brock Baker, the VA for Brody Fox, gets harassed because of Zach James. God damn. I hope Brock is able to, like, get like, work elsewhere. I respect how people feel, but seriously, a channel based on corny mom jokes doesn't need to speak on politics. What? I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know where, like, factors in this, but yeah, a channel shouldn't be doing that. Especially, like, this one.
Garnered on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, or anywhere else on the internet. I'd even go as far as to say that Yo Mama was one of the most recognizable channels of the early 2010s. And while it's very obvious to see that, at least in the current day, the hype around it has certainly died down, that doesn't mean that at least at a point in time, Yo Mama was a very successful channel. But if you've been as terminally online as I've been over the past couple of weeks, especially on Twitter, then you might have come across some tweets, videos, and threads that have soured the legacy of this animation giant. It's 2026, guys, you know the drill. This is yet another animator that's been done for promoting a meme coin.
A meme coin.
You're a cycle guy.
Oh my gosh, no! Dad, I don't even watch Bridgerton. I know where this is from, because my mom watched it. I don't need this. Oh my gosh.
On the 31st of January 2026, the Brody Fox Twitter account would release a statement that would change everything, titled, "Hot Take, Meme Coins Might Work." Now before we judge, let's remember to look into all of this, because as Brody says, look at the comments and see how many normies are angry at me. Most of them haven't read what I'm about to say. Which, to be honest, might be a slightly underhanded, manipulative way to try and brush off all criticism as ill-informed. So I'm going to play his game. Let's reserve our judgment until after we hear each point that he makes. And we'll be hearing a lot because he's written the works of Shakespeare trying to defend himself. Almost 3,000 words in total. So I'm not going to read the entire thing verbatim, but I will walk you through what he said. He starts off with some pleasantries before introducing himself as Zach James. This is an important name to remember because while there are many people associated with the Yo Mama brand, the meme coin is entirely...
Oh, so this is about something else. Cause Zach, the owner of Your Mama, is extremely left. Yeah, I don't care about, like, his politics. I just care about what, like, he mainly got in trouble for, which is here.
On Zach. For reference, he's one of the co-founders of the brand, and the fact that it's specifically him and not everyone else associated with the brand is important for later. He starts off by arguing that in the past he's been a visionary. He was early to the YouTube game and had ideas that would later come true, such as content houses and the abolition of MCNs. Personally, I don't think this logic tracks. If anyone here is well versed in logical fallacies, please let me know which one it is down in the comments because this is definitely one of them I feel. Just because you're savvy in content does not mean you're savvy in crypto. On top of that, for the sake of argument, let's give Zach his flowers and say that he was a visionary in the creator space. Well, so were many other people. There are many channels on YouTube that were more successful than Yo Mama, that were successful for longer than Yo Mama, and that changed the game more than Yo Mama did. Just because you had historical success in a completely unrelated field does not mean that you'll have any future success in this one. He then explains how he got into crypto and NFTs, wanting to learn more about...
Instead of turning away from crypto, I decided to dive deeper to better understand what exactly was happening. Are these genuinely excited by what they're building, or just scammers? Is everyone a bro, or is there a mix of people with their own personalities? Could just ask around. Not get a meme coin. That's an option. I didn't even know about the meme coin. Ew. But crypto gets a bad rap because a lot of, like, crypto being promoted publicly turns out to be, like, rug pull scams. Like, as soon as it launches.
The subject, while most people turned away from it. He first attended an NFT event to see what kind of people turned up.
So I bought my first NFT with the idea of attending an event. I wanted to see what kind of people actually showed up, expecting to be mostly wannabe alpha males participating in a dick measuring contest. Why did you buy an NFT? You didn't need to go to an NFT event. NFT and crypto are two different things.
Expecting it to be wannabe alpha males in a demeasuring contest, but was wrong. This I don't believe. At the very least, I think that he's leaving something out. I don't think that you spend time and money to go to a convention just so you can see the types of people that go there. Maybe that was one of the reasons, but I think that the real reason someone goes to an NFT event is because they're interested in NFTs. I also love that at several points he brings up that women are into the NFT space too, as if it's like, wow, women can't be scammers. I also love that
I've begun joining CT Twitter space and listened in. Most of these were cringe with folks hyping one another up. Several of them were quite interesting with artists, experts from various industries, and actual women. I don't like how this is phrased.
several points he brings up that women are into the NFT space too, as if it's like, wow, women can't be scammers, women can't be grifters. I'm a guy, so critique me in the comments if you want, but I don't feel as though women being into NFTs and crypto scams is empowering, in the same way that I don't think women serial killers or dictators are empowering.
Serial killing is such a male-dominated field. What a serious blow to that glass ceiling.
Just because women are
hang on, rewinding that.
Serial killing is such a male-dominated field. What a serious blow to that glass ceiling.
Just because women
Oh my god. Okay, that's actually funny.
are a part of the NFT space does not make it necessarily good. Is there some sort of glass ceiling in the NFT world? Are women only allowed to hold 83% of the NFTs?
Frozen incel. Yeah, I can kind of tell. Like, the way he says women is just so fucking weird. Who has never felt the touch of a woman? Oh no, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Compared to men? What is even going on right now?
What the hell does this have to do with anything? Tell me what's happening!
I think him trying to shoehorn this message of diversity and inclusion into a text of why he's trying to scam people is just very funny. Whatever the case, he continues by revealing that Yo Mama meme coins had been made in the past without his consent, and he didn't like it because it could damage reputations, which is very interesting given the subject of this video, passed without his consent.
The Yo Mama brand did dozens of times without permission, and into meme coins as well, none of which I had any involvement with. I've often felt this was too risky for many reasons. These coins can die quickly while leaving a long-lasting damage on both the brand and reputation. Okay, if it's unauthorized, there is like this level of grace given. But who the fuck wants a meme coin like Yo Mama? The channel is built off of fucking mom jokes.
And he didn't like it because it could damage reputations, which is very interesting given the subject of this video. Then he claims that in early 2025, he was offered $300,000 to launch his own.
Earlier in 2025, a company emailed me offering a $300,000 minimum guarantee. They presented a deck containing example marketing images, their creator network, Web3 partners, and overall plan.
Keep in mind this amount of money. From what I found, the average yearly wage in the USA is $60,000. He was offered 5 years, just shy of 5 years, the average annual wage to promote a crypto coin. The next time a content creator comes out with their big idea for a crypto coin, keep that number in mind. Some of them are being offered years worth of salary. He claimed that up to a week prior, he would have said no to.
If you asked me last week to launch a meme coin, I would have said no. I've always been adamant on not. Then why do it?
A meme coin. He then shows another example of a Yo Mama coin that was made, and stated that in recent weeks, creators had been offered trading fees for coins already made using their brand and image. You're told there's no strings attached.
In recent weeks, creators have been offered trading fees for coins already made using their brand and image. You're told there's no strings attached, no requirement to promote the coin. It's presented as a simple thank you. You know what you should have done, Zach? You know what you should have fucking done? You should have gotten your lawyers and sued the fuck out of them. Because what they're doing is actually copyright infringement, first of all. Second of all, you can issue a DMCA takedown request. Bruh, going into the animated porn field would have been a more respectable turn for the Yo Mama brand rather than crypto. Do you know how much porn animators get paid? Hang on. We're going to screen real quick. We're just gonna put us here. Let me make sure. I don't know why you're getting hidden. Also, where's your moderation powers? Hang on. What happened to your mod powers? Hang on, what? Add as moderator. Standard moderator. There you go. That shouldn't have been taken away from you. What the fuck? But we're going to look up. Let's see. It's loading forever on my end. Remember when I said I found a way to get Sheetan off my IRL account? Switching to brand account took everything away. Oh, that's evil. You know what? Let's go over it. We're gonna go with a adult animator I know. Let's see, how much do you make? My subscriptions and mod ships. Okay, that's evil. Load for me. Load for me. Let's go. That's crazy. I could just look this up on my phone. No, never mind. Where is your about? $18 a month. Memberships. Where is my calculator? Um, 50 times 12. $66 a month for one. Then there's 18. Yeah, a lot of. hundreds of back here.
No requirements to promote the coin, it's presented as a simple thank you. He then writes more about the situation. My Soul wallet was connected to the coin to collect future trading fees. I'd left the tab open, came back, and saw thousands of dollars suddenly pouring in. The coin suddenly had new life and reached an all-time high. In an effort to create transparency with my followers, my new tweet caused the coin to crash. Crypto bros were replying with hate and anger. Some even posted threats that they would track me down. Then, in an effort to show support for Yo Mama Coin, my next tweet caused some fans to call me a scammer, sellout, and grifter. The "my goat is washed" meme is now baked into my brain. I found myself in a weird situation. I can never escape pissing people off. Those two tweets led to a sudden surge in trading fees, which generated my potential monthly revenue within hours. This effect caught me off guard and doubt what I was doing. I had to pause myself and figure out how I'm going to handle this in a way that felt true to me. He then goes on to write that he's taken over the project, so he
I've CTO'd community takeover of the project. The DEX is now under my control to avoid any possible issues in the future. This was the most important step forward as I'm going to work on this as my IP coin. I've hired an IRL friend I've known for 3 years.
has control of it. He's apparently hired a friend with some experience. He's committing 5% of trading fees to buybacks, and he's going to find more organic ways to push Yo Mama Coin. So now we can respond.
Backlash.
You're a side.
Like, why so many ads?
What do you want me to say? Time might prove me wrong, but to Zach, it seems like right now you have torpedoed your entire reputation, just for a quick buck. Let me be completely transparent with you guys, okay? Over the past couple of years, I've made a few investments myself, but hearing the horror stories of NFT and crypto coins, I have personally steered clear. So I wanted to speak to someone that I knew had a lot of experience. I spoke to a close associate of mine that's been trading meme coins for a while now, and I asked him what the deal is. He said that 90% of them are going to crash to zero after some time, and that probably about 95%.
Hey Blank, hoping you're doing well, mate. I'm making a video discussing meme coins, and remember that you trade them as someone with knowledge on them. What percentage crash to zero with, and what percentage would you say are outright scams? And I'd definitely say 90% of them would crash to zero after some time. Meme coins aren't really made to become stable. It's all a race on who can buy the lowest and sell the highest. Laughing emoji. And in terms of scams, you could say 100% of them are scams. Laughing emoji. But in terms of rug pulling, etc., probably 95%. It's extremely rare to find a coin that was originally made for the developer to not scam people. Most meme coins that actually make it out the trenches have already been rug pulled within the first couple minutes, and then brought back by the community.
The lowest and sell the highest. Just based on that alone, things look bleak. And furthermore, based on the fact that the coin immediately crashed and shows no sign of resurgence, things look even worse. Zach says, I can never escape pissing people off. This is just a hunch, I have no clue, but it could be because you're pushing a product in a field that is known for manipulations and scams. How could you be trying to play the victim? According to his version of events, he's seen that Yo Mama Coin is being pushed by grifters, and he's decided to stand with the grifters.
We're saved! What's your name, new hero?
It's Titan.
Thank you. Thank you. Titan has freed us!
Oh, I wouldn't say free. More like under new management.
So let's see how this has been received.
I think we should read the comments.
Yes, scam your OnlyFans left, I stan. Yo Mama so stupid, she thought meme coins would work. King gross, just a bunch of two-faced, long-winded gibberish to say, yes, I sold out. I mean, I can't lie guys, this tweet was not taken well. Over the past couple of years, content creators have been coming out of the woodwork, leveraging their audiences and taking big paychecks to promote crypto coins. And maybe you guys could enlighten me down below if you know a single, one instance of a creator-pushed crypto coin that was able to hold its ground and make people money for a year, for 6 months, for maybe even 3 months. But every single one I know about, within about 2 weeks of it coming out, just goes and flatlines. How many times do we have to tell these people that if you promote a crypto coin, you're going to get some flack?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
If you guys watch my video on PokerTubers getting exposed, which I'll link down below in the description in case you want to check it out, you'll know that in that one, I spoke about Logan Paul's latest scam. Long story short, he got a bunch of people to invest in his rare Pokemon cards, then used a loophole to buy it back from them on the cheap, and then sold it for a huge profit. Well, I'll say the same thing I said there again. Why do this? Ladies and gentlemen, here's an insider secret. 1.5 billion channel views is going to make you wealthy. Zach has gone out on Twitter in the past to brag about the money he's made. Tens of thousands.
Wait a minute. Okay. Pay period February 28th, 2025 to March 14th, 2025. $11,530. Pay period January 1st, 2025 to February 28th, 2025. $80,120. Pay period January 3rd, 2025 to January 31st, $25,000. And this is in a tweet saying, in all seriousness, thank you, Elon, for paying me to grift. That's on Twitter alone.
Of dollars if he's being earnest.
Here.
You've made your back. Why risk ruining your reputation to squeeze water out of this stone? Do you guys have an answer at home? Because for me, I just can't wrap my head around it. It doesn't compute. I mean, I guess it's alright, make your back. I'm not going to criticize someone for making money in an honest way. But over the past couple of years, there have been some fairly clear signs that Zach is using the Yo Mama brand to line his pockets as full as they can be. Take a look at the channel today, and it is literally just made up of daily compilations of its old work. According to Zach, he does this because of some sort of contract that he can't fully disclose. You can give him the benefit of the doubt if you want, but to me, this is suspicious. I have no idea what legal framework you've fallen into so that you're contractually obliged by someone to make 30-minute compilations of Yo
What the fuck is half of the
Mama content for years.
A lot of just like not good. What the fuck is this one? Your mama's so creamy. Your mama's so cake, your mama's so Thanksgiving, and it's just like, it's not even a turkey, it's her ass. Oh no. Your daddy's so hairy. Your mama's so African. Free Brock.
On end, alright? How ridiculous does that sound? And also, you're legally silenced from talking about why? I mean, what have you found yourself in? Who is forcing you to make these 30-minute compilations of reused, recycled Yo Mama skits from 15 years ago? What is this story you're telling us? I mean, fair play. If you can somehow shed some light on it, fair dues. I just think it's a little bit far-fetched. I don't know about you. This sounds ridiculous. I think a much simpler answer is that he's maximizing his revenue. And I also think it's interesting because if that is the case,
when they introduced the hot mom, I knew it was a sinking ship. I've never watched it.
does know that it's perhaps a little bit morally wrong because he's lying about it, okay? From what I'm aware of, they've not made new Yo Mama content for quite a long time now. In fact, a quick trip to the comments will tell you that these are all old videos. This entire situation is making the brand be seen in a different light, and it appears as though even people that know Zach aren't supporting him, with a close associate of his recently making it known.
Cutting ties. Oh my god! No one gives a damn! What the fuck is this now?
Things have been getting so bad recently that
I'm Brody Fox, the Yo Mama guy, but...
On the 17th of February, Brock Baker, who voices several characters on the show, came out to make a video trying to distance himself from Zach. This video has been seen by millions, only blowing this drama up even further, and it's now being picked up by several different...
Brody Fox, voice actor, distances himself from Yo Mama Meme Crypto
outlets as we speak. This clip isn't too long, so I'll play the entire thing for you. In Brock's own words, this is what he had to say about the situation.
Hi, my name is Brock Baker, and I am Brody Fox, the Yo Mama guy. I'm the voice actor for Brody Fox and Frank the Cap and a ton of other characters from the Yo Mama channel. But I don't run the Twitter. I don't run the YouTube channel. I have nothing to do with any of the Yo Mama or Brody Fox social media. I'm not involved in anything crypto or meme coin or Web3. I could not be any less interested in any of that. Okay? That's all Zach James, the co-creator of the Yo Mama brand. He does often make it clear that it's him running all the social media and not me. I'm rarely on Twitter, as you can tell by me still calling it Twitter. The last thing I want to do with my time is get in flame wars all day, every day. Just thinking about that exhausts me. I wish this video was horizontal so I could lie down. I just want to make silly videos and do voices for cartoons and video games and make people laugh. It's becoming less and less.
Only 5 jokes were funny. Brock Baker made them unfunny. Made the unfunny ones because of his Joe Swanson type voice. And screaming lol.
Less likely that the Yo Mama cartoons are ever coming back, especially since the band broke up. But sometimes I'll throw on a pink polo and scream user-submitted Yo Mama jokes to the people that grew up with the Yo Mama cartoons. That's all. Just wanted to clear the air.
People in the replies seem to be very relieved. There is a stark contrast in response between this video and the replies.
Zach's replies versus Brock's replies. So really, after all that shit, you decided to become a crypto bro. This is really disappointing. I thought you were better than this. But turns out you're just like the rest. All the same performative bullshit. You know you fucked up when the voice actor for Brody admits that what's going on is scummy. Damn.
Zach. Now, I take it that perhaps he's been receiving some hate messages with people thinking that he's the one behind the account, and this is just him clearing his name, but I also think it's quite funny how evident it is that he thinks this is dodgy. And he's definitely not the only one. A former animator of Brody's, known as Red Minus, has also been a vocal critic in recent times. In one comment, he mentioned that many people...
Former animator for Your Mama channel, for the Your Mama channel here. For the sake of myself, it's important to say, because Brody Fox isn't going to, that first of all, he's not the animator of the videos, the artist who designed the characters, or the voice actor who did almost all the work. He's just the channel owner. And at this point, none of the people who actually made the channel content are involved with it anymore. Many of us distanced ourselves intentionally years ago. I hated Yo Mama vids because when I was younger, my bullies would always use those. Damn. I love Red Minus. I'll check out Red Minus later.
that used to work on the channel intentionally distanced themselves years ago. Could that be what Brock is doing? This is all highly speculative. I don't know Red Minus's relationship with Zach. There could be a number of reasons why he's trying to get him in trouble. Perhaps he has some sort of a vendetta against Zach, or he wants revenge for some reason. But this comment and what Brock had to say do line up, which I thought was curious. Red Minus has been active on Twitter retweeting posts critical of Brody, so there's definitely a rift there.
critical of Zach. Hang
Thought
on.
was curious. Red Minus has
This guy has pretended like he has had animation projects in the works for like half a decade to excuse his awful content channel. And it's so funny. Nothing is in production. The money hasn't been going to anything. It's so insane. Honestly, it's been
been active on Twitter, retweeting posts critical of Brody, so there's definitely a rift there. But Red Minus isn't the only one with a bone to pick with Zach. It's time to discuss another creator who's been making their presence known in this situation, Chazington. Remember back to when Zach stated that initially he tweeted about the Yo Mama meme coin and that caused it to crash? Well, after publicly pledging his support, he was called out by a lot.
This tweet intentionally pissed off a lot of crypto bros because I wanted to be honest with my followers. Well, I guess honestly, because holy shit, I wasn't expecting this from trading fees. Animation is expensive, and at full production, this would cover a full month's of work. Like I said, I didn't make the coin. Don't own any of it. Just learned about it today. However, it's only Yo Mama coin out of 50 that ever pay me back for using my brand via the fees. So, because of that, it has my support.
Of people, one of which was Chazington. If you can remember back to my video on FNAF controversies, then you might remember the name, because he made a video on Puggo's Blush, which I heavily relied on as a source when discussing him. Well, Chazington replied to Zach's tweet.
So somebody basically scammed people who knew your channel with characters they stole from you, and you only didn't try to stop them because they bribed you. You can't both have the moral high ground while also supporting this lol. Either it's okay or it's not.
So somebody basically scammed people who knew your channel with characters they stole from you, and you only didn't try to stop them because they bribed you. You can't have the moral high ground while also supporting this, lol. It's either okay or it's not. In response, the two had a little back and forth, which...
Want to work on a DMCA strategy that protects creators against crypto IP theft? Happy to take your notes and pay to apply the legal framework that can tackle all these platforms. You can admit it, you like crypto, dude. Nobody is stopping you. But it's insane to try to frame this as barely being a participant when you've given your full support to it. Seems like you're trying to push blame aside for someone you're very involved with now.
Appears to have now been deleted, and it appears as though Zach took the "if you can't beat them, join them" approach, to which Chazington has criticised. Essentially, Chazington's coming from the position that Zach is simultaneously trying to throw crypto bros under the bus and say that they're usually awful people, whilst also being one himself, that by pushing a crypto coin, he is what he claims to despise, saying, you're trying to morally condemn even though you're participating.
You're clearly trying to align yourself with the way most of your followers will think in the first post, while trying to play both teams and playing nice with this group. You're trying to morally condemn even though you're participating in it right now. Participating in it now.
He also makes the point that Zach is trading in the goodwill that he's developed over the years. In truth,
you clearly try to align yourself
even though you're participating in it now. He also makes the point that Zach is trading in the goodwill that he's
My problem is that you're taking advantage of the goodwill you've built by selling this borderline scam to your fans while trying to frame the situation like you have no part in it. How is anyone supposed to trust other things you claim to believe in when you do that?
Developed over the years. In truth, he did generally have a good reputation. In the past, he's always tried to come across as a voice of equality, inclusion, and respect. Was this all just one massive facade? Was this yet another grift to make his audience trust him? How can we trust him again? Well, following this backlash, perhaps the mask finally slipped, because it appears as though Zach didn't want to hear any critique from Chasington. According to these tweets, he'd DM him saying that he processed
I think everything you said is fair. I'm going to process it. Feel free to share more thoughts with me.
the feedback, and a few days later, blocked. I really don't see how this is dealing with your critiques as much as it is sweeping them under the rug. I don't understand how plugging your ears and saying la la la, not listening, is helping the situation whatsoever. But if Chasington's telling the truth, then he was blocked, and if that's how Zach wants to play things, then I think it's fair to let the world know that this is what's happening. If you're going to promote a crypto coin, backlash is inevitable. You have to understand that. And also, I feel as though if this wasn't a scam, if somehow he was doing this for a good cause, then he would have no reason to block Chasington. Look, I don't know Zach. I don't know who he is in the deepest, darkest depths of his soul. I hope that he's not as bad as the person that's been portrayed in this video. Because, as I said, I was a fan of his work many moons ago. With all of this coming out, it diminishes a previously joyful childhood memory of mine. If DMs can be believed, he's been proven to lie about the situation. And based on his response to it, not everything's adding up. He can be believed.
There we go. Hey, Brody Fox, Hey, Zach, how's it coming? People are hungry to hear from you. I'll need to trim it down. That said, I roughed out the keynotes I'd need to hit to avoid backlash. I can conclude the CA2 in the midsection. Yeah, that's genius.
Be believed, he's been proven to lie about this situation. And based on his response to it, not everything's adding up. He's definitely withholding some information from us. Is this the end of the situation? I'm really not too sure, but let me know your thoughts on it down in the comment section below. And if you're interested in seeing more content of mine, if you like these more intimate, focused stories, then why not check out another more focused video of mine about a man I call the Discord Diddler. I'll let you piece together how that story—
Nope. Let's see. We're gonna do one more spin of the wheel. Last spin of the wheel, guys. Ding, ding, ding. And then we're gonna be ending stream for today. 1, 2, 3. Nope, already did that. Hang on. We already talked about that. Talked about Mama. We talked about Finnegan. We talked about the Markiplier stuff. Let's go ahead and remove buttons as well. What else? We're gonna try this again. Let's remove Afro too. Boop. Putty. So, the putty stuff. I did talk about it, like, last stream, but considering how, that was a hot mess, we're going to reiterate it here. Where is it? Sightings. I don't know, Putty. Putty Black Cat, otherwise known as Sonic Phobia. That lays clearly in the middle. Yeah, it just defaulted. What part of this do I just... Putty recently made an alt account called The Truth About Putty. I'm guessing Putty is the Putty stuff is the person who crashed out on stream. Technically, yes. Oh, come on. Last crash out. Hold on, not this. Putty started up 2 Tumblr blogs, so you got to find a way to add this. No! No! Bad! Bad! No! Jack of Slades, absolutely the fuck. Absolutely the fuck not. So, as we see here, Putty has decided that it would be a great idea to reblog this post from Not the Axolotl or Luca, featuring Person of the Tau. Who is Person of the Tau? Person of the Tau is a friend of Sonic, no, not Sonic, is a friend of Isaac Bloom's, who is a freaky paraphile who's married to a necrophile and draws lolicon pornography involving My Little Pony characters like Sweetie Belle. Where am I getting to it? Oh. And Putty does this. It's like tagging this blog with the Billy Bust Up community tag. Meaning a lot of kids are going to see this post and find Isaac Bloom's that way. However, that is not the only thing. Putty also posted this. By the way, also affiliated with Isaac Bloom's. This is me telling Isaac Bloom's to end his life because he's a freak. And Putty complaining how, I'm just gonna read this for you. However, funny how you all press about me yelling at you to off yourself when you went and did the same fucking thing to someone else before. First of all, this is my fucking platform. If I'm going to tell a paraphile to end his life, I'm going to tell the paraphile to end his life. You aren't owed an apology, Putty. At all. But what got me fucked up, and I want people here to recognize this, right? Before I find more that basically proves you wrong, asshole, and you confessed in the same stream that you are hypersexual. So I think you're sexually harassing me. By the way, this cute little clip is going on YouTube and Twitter and Blue Sky just so people can see what you are like. Defending a paraphile, guys. That's not the only time Putty brings up my hypersexuality, right? Where's the other time? Where is the other time? What's up here? I would have to find it again, but there was a post that said that due to my hypersexuality, all the evidence against Putty was tainted. Which is fucked, right? This is Putty. I think it's in the other blog. By the way, there was a secondary blog, real quick. Where is it? What is it? Here it is. Blog. I didn't know I had any victims. Let's go here. There is it. Or is it just they delete it after I pointed it out? Oh my god, I think they deleted it after I pointed it out. The party has just begun. Give me a second. I'm gonna check this blog because it's not on the Victims of Abyssal Grey blog. Not found. Oh! Oh, that's stupid! Here. 20. I am 23, going on 24. Oh wow. Oh, this is on stream. I don't know how to. On. There we go. Which post are you looking for? The one where Putty says with their full chest that due to my hypersexuality, all the evidence is tainted. I think it's somewhere in here. Is it? Check the stream for from like a day or two ago. Ugh. You know, Patty, when you run in the highway, it doesn't make you look good. Yeah, I can't get to it. There is this thing, I do want to share with everyone. That's basically Putty. Putty runs a blog called BBU Advice Blog. This was from like around the time I did the latest Putty stream. Putty reblogs this, saying, and it's a cute like ask answer thing that says the following: I'm a pro shipper if I don't like absolutely anything that is considered problematic or dark, and sometimes I am even disgusted by these things. But I think that people have a right to write and read whatever they want as long as it's fiction. I did block all things wumpy and angsty because they're an ass. That is literally the textbook definition of pro ship. Why would Putty reblog this? Because for those who don't know what pro shipping is a fandom term for people who are okay with every ship. And I mean every ship. Like, being allowed to be written. Like, they don't, like, pump the brakes when it's something gross, like bestiality, child abuse, for example, a lot of things that pro shippers will defend even though they don't agree with is Lolicon, Shotacon, Kudokon, which is toddlercon, zoophilia, necrozoophilia, parent-child incest, brother-sister incest, you know, when it's depicting minors. What else? Forbidden relationships. Like that between parent and child. I don't think I need to say anymore, because, and I've made this abundantly clear, I am either pro-ship or anti-ship. I think that the argument is stupid, but at the same time, I don't think that we should be defending the mere existence of drawn child abuse or written child abuse, because pro shippers do it in a way that's glorifying it, that's trying to make it look more acceptable than it actually is. In horror, the reason why people are allowed to touch that, if you're working on something horror, because they're not romanticizing it. And a lot of these pro ship communities have children in it. And Isaac, a admitted paraphile who's married to a necrophile, even though they both insist that they are closed practice, they only do it with each other in the privacy of their own home, is in these spaces with minors I found it. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you, Sheehan! Sheehan found it! You are now spared from... Here it is. But anytime I bring up my hypersexuality, it's in the context of something I'm talking about. Such as, non-con and dubcon. Patreon and Discord. Thank you so much. I do not consent to being live streamed. I do not consent to Abyssal Grey forcing their hypersexuality onto my stories. You know, the stories. That's a funny thing. Because Patty wrote something very interesting. Where is my screenshots? Screenshots. Where is it? I know I still, like, have them. Somewhere. Hang on. Here it is. Buddy Docs themselves did Insect 2. Oh wow. No, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! My mouse was going haywire. Oh, Amalthea has a lot to fucking say. Holy crap. Did we... hang on. Are we serious? Come on! No. Not opening it. Hang on. Wait, what's Foogie trying to do? Hang on. While I figure this out. Okay, go away. Oh, the fuck away. Hang on. I think people are already familiar with the screenshot. She's decided not to work with me today. Hang on. We're gonna go to display capture real quick. Airlane and the Mystery Twin. I want you to know that Sonic Phobia has this tendency to write real people into stories and then try to hide it by saying, oh, it's fictional, this has existed since 2010s. What's important is, and I'm gonna... Airlane and the Mystery Twin was a now lost media fanfiction involving Airlane Hedgehog, who is the fictional equivalent to Sonic's actual sister. Let's not mince words. Airlane knew that she had a twin sister. She could sense her emotions and thoughts when she was a little girl. And she knew that she will meet her. Father himself told her that. By the way, this is a fan fiction where Sonic Phobia decided it would be a grand idea to make Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, the perpetual teenager, a father. But what's important is this warning. Warning contains strong language, horny humans, sensitive material, and or topics, potential frightening concept, potential lemons, and accidental shipping may ensue. Now, if I can find it. This was written 5 years ago. Where is... There we go. Between February and March of 2021, this was written. Adoption, autism, comedy, drama, fanfiction, horror, school, hedgehog, transformation, twin sister, werehog. Please note there is potential lemons here. What is a lemon, you may be asking? It is a fanfiction term to rate. It's a fanfiction rating for pornography. Written pornography. Now, back to this. I do not consent to them forcing their incest and murder fetishes on me. This sexual harassment. Fuck off, Gray. Damn it, people, don't ruin lemons for me. This person thinks I have an incest and murder fetish, first of all, and thinks I'm forcing it onto them. No, I'm not. Putty, if anyone has the murder fetish, it's you. Because you keep writing people who do not consent to be in your fics into fan fictions where they are murdered brutally. Like brutally, like spleen ruptures. Rattlesnake venom. If it's essay, why are you still involving yourself with interacting with them? Unless you have a kink or something. It would not be essay, it would be sexual harassment. I think because Putty every accusation is a confession with Putty. Because Putty, hang on, I'm gonna this again. Guess we're gonna be looking for something real quick. Where is it? The biggest example of Putty not shutting the fuck up and tattling on themselves is this one. This one's from file information. For the 3rd of 2025. Let's come on, get rid of that. Oh, wrong thing. Display capture. A weird group of people really need to stop masturbating to the thought of me writing a murder fic about someone who I could care less about and learn to read. My patience has just run out. These parasocial jackasses are the reasons why disclaimers exist. To that group of people, leave me alone. Stalking my Wattpad in AO3 is not gonna make me quit writing. Quit masturbating to my shit, you fucking weirdos. These assholes are the reason why alcohol and marijuana is invented. Let's see if I can find it again. Yeah, close that. There's a aspect of Sonic's Putty's fan fictions that they really don't talk about all that often. If I can find it again. Here it is. Bro's an alcoholic too. No, I really hope not, because they're doing more than just pickling their liver. But this is from Sonic Phobia's it's from their Wattpad. Display capture again. Jesse McMechanic. who, by the way, dies of rattlesnake venom and being brutally murdered, with their remains used as furniture and tableware. Taste and Barnaby one-shots on AO3. 16. Age 16. Charlie, 17. Tina, 17 turning 18. Damien, 18. Kayla, 16. Emma, 18. Sonic, 25. Shadow, 24. Espio, 25. Amy, 24. Rouge, 23. Scourge, 22. Now, do you think a 16-year-old should be brutally murdered? Or a depiction of a 16-year-old. Hang on, I'm going to hide this because I'm being taggy-waggied. Where am I being tagged? Oh. Yeah, roach. Is there this another? Not sure. No. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wrong thing, wrong thing. Oh my god. Who writes Myers gruesomely being murdered? Wait. Amy is older than Rouge. And, yes. Amy Rose is a year older than Rouge. The bat. Sonic is older than Shadow. Which doesn't seem right. Oh yeah, there was an interview with Putty. I think it's, there's some, like, old streams where, SNFP just kind of said it right here in chat. There is a interview, SNOPP did with Putty that's on, their channel. Go check that out. But these are the same fics that Sonic Phobia is, like, claiming that their critics are masturbating to. Ridiculous. Holy fuck, 16 comments. Newest first. I just can't see the fucking comments. I'm guessing, Putty got rid of it. But that's all we're gonna do. Putty's a freak. You know, I'm feeling generous. If it's short enough, we'll, Nope. We are respinning. You know what? No. We're gonna say it landed on this. And I'm going to shill. Even though I plan on reworking my Ko-Fi a little bit, you can get a membership on my Ko-Fi. It just lets you see stuff that you wouldn't otherwise. I have commissions open. This is going to be reworked soon, but I have those open. I also have a shop where you can buy adoptables or even a brush right here. This brush, which is only $1 for Clip Studio Paint, is basically a picture of my beloved Gabby as a brush. But we got adoptables. This one's sold, but this one and this one are still available. I added a Has-Been Hotel adoptable. For those who want it, it's just a little pricier than the other ones, just by a couple of dollars. I know it's not a really long stream, but we're gonna have a stream on Monday, and then I think I'm going to schedule the Valentine's Day hangover, because we did not finish all the games that were set aside for the Valentine's Day stream. So look out for that. I know Chayton is gonna be excited. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna end the stream, and I'll see y'all later, skaters. Let me check Discord before I go, and I'm just left talking up my ass cheeks. Come on. Didn't miss anything. I'll see you around. Bye bye. Haven't even turned on the ending stream music, and I see Sheeton here telling everyone as we're ending that he wants to smell Avon vigorously. Okay, what the fuck? I'm ending stream.